Mairead Moore, Longford and Clonguish GAA footballer. Very happy to have you on. Mairead, thanks very much for taking the time out to join me for a chat.
No, thanks a million for having me.
Not at all, not at all. How are you surviving the lockdown? How has your routine been interrupted, or how has it altered?
I'm actually getting on quite well. I'm actually enjoying it, just having time to relax and slow down a bit. But I'm kept busy. I'm helping my sister just minding the children when she's working, so they keep me on my toes.
You're flat out, so.
Yeah, I know the days fly, so I don't mind too much.
Yeah, was it hard at the start to adapt, do you think?
Yeah, it was, because, well, I was afraid, like, I might do something, like, mightn't be able to look after them as well, but you get used to them and sure, just get used to what they want to do. And
yeah, she was very unclear at the start. Like, we didn't really know what we could do, and you were afraid to chance anything as well. So,
oh, sure, that's it. Yeah, sure.
Everyone trying to do their best, but still, it's difficult staying away from family too. Like, of course,
it is. Yeah, but I'm just lucky that I had them to go over to and go over and back. So
keep you sane.
Yeah, that's it.
And how was the training side of things then? How did you find the change in that? Did you welcome the break in a strange way, or did you?
Yeah, I did. I don't know. I like doing my own thing, and like I have a treadmill there, so like I can pop on that whenever, just go for a run of that. But no, I find I can motivate myself.
That's not bad.
A bit better, yeah. So it's grand, yeah.
You're not reliant on the group activity, so.
Well, we had that as well at the start. It slowly started to die there.
Yeah, was it like through Zoom, or what way were you doing it? Sure.
No, just through WhatsApp. We used to have a few challenges, and we were all put into groups, and it's just a bit of crack, really. But it kept the thing together.
Yeah.
Which are hopefully in the next few weeks we'll be back in small groups.
Oh yeah. Well, look, it's the unknown, really, isn't it? But have you got any word yet on like what sort of a plan or return to action? Have you got any indication at all? Or?
No, I haven't heard anything yet. But I just presume that
small groups.
Small groups. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah. There's a lot. I haven't actually got reading everything yet now, but there's an awful lot into it now as regards declarations and stuff, and players being willing to, put themselves on the line and little things like that. So
yeah,
it's not straightforward. Yeah,
no,
not
it's
straightforward.
No.
Yeah. Well, look, it's great to have you on. I'm going to go through your accolades here again. I was hugely impressive. When I asked you to put this list together, did I kind of put you in a situation where you were forced to stop and look back a bit, or had you ever reflected on any of this?
Well, I reflected just when I was applying for things that I look back, but I hadn't looked back in quite a while. And when it's put in front of you, just like, God, yeah, happy enough with how it went. Yeah.
I'm sure you're more than happy enough, but
yeah,
but
we always trying to. I don't know. I was very competitive, I suppose, and I never really sat back and appreciated things I wanted to time.
Yeah, that's what drives you too. Like, you're kind of, it's hard to when you're in the thick of it and you're in the middle of it to reflect. I suppose it wouldn't be normal, I suppose, but every now and again it is nice to look back and say, like, progress has been huge, and still have the goals in front of you.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So I'm just going to read through them quickly, okay, and then we'll have a discussion with someone. Okay, so Comórtas na Munscoil 2004, Under 13 Club Championships 2004 and 2005. Clonguish Young Player of the Year 2004, Under 14 Club Championships 2005-2006, Under 16 Club Championships 2008, Under 16 Player of the Year 2008, Minor Club Championships 2009-2010, Senior Club Championship 07, 09, 2015 and 2017, and Senior Player of the Year 2007, Gold Cup 2008, Leinster Minor B in 2008, Leinster Minor B Shield 2009, Senior B Championship 2014, Senior Leagues in 2007, 2009, 2014, 2017. Senior League Cup winners 2015. Longford Ladies Player of the Year 2013. Team of the League 2012, 13 and 19. Leinster Intermediate Championship in 09, 10, 12, 13 and 14. Leinster Provincials 2016. All-Ireland Junior Championship in 2016. Borgosh Energy NFL National Football League Division 4, 2012-2017, Club Player of the Year 2017, All-Ireland Mini 7 2018, Påidi O Shea Tournament 2020, Påidi O Shea Player of the Tournament 2020. it's remarkable when you read through it all there. The first thing that pops into my mind, there's a lot of individual awards there. Is there any of them that stand out to you? As having the most meaning?
I suppose just the club one in 2017 because I don't know, it was very hard to win that year, and I think the players had to pick that one, and I didn't think they thought that much of me to nominate me for it. So yeah, I'd say that one mainly.
It's a really nice way of doing it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I think it adds a lot of meaning to it as well, to think that your teammates think that of you. And
yeah, that's it. Yeah, so yeah, that one would be the main one now.
Yeah. So and looking at it as well, obviously, like you were on the rise from a very young age. Was it always big on the cards? What was it like in your household?
Well, Dad was big into the football. Like he played for Garlettra and he won, I think, 4 championships with them, and so he'd bring us along to matches. And I had a cousin then that played for the Leitrim ladies, Eileen Caribe. So I think he brought us to her matches, and then I suppose I developed an interest there. And sure, the school then, that was great because they always had a good reputation for winning things, and the trainings that we used to have there. I think Liam Madden was over us when we won that coming up Bunskull, and then just people in the club, they really got behind us, and like there's a lot of community involvement at that age. And I just remember starting, I think it was in the complex, there was a mix of age groups, and I think Fergus Darcy was over us at the time, but I couldn't even solo, but I made sure to just kept practicing and eventually got the
Naturally, yeah. Was Liam was over the boys, the mixed, was he over the mixed and girls team at that time in school?
No, I think Bernie Daly was over the girls.
Okay.
But
okay.
yeah.
You were playing both, obviously.
Yeah, I got into so a few of the girls got to play with the boys. So
and how was that group there? Like did many of your group in that school stick together then the whole way up, or did some kind of spread off in different directions? Or
I think I'm the only girl that stuck at it now. I think they stuck at it till around 16, 17, then they started to drop off.
Yeah.
But the boys, sure, you have Darren Quinn there playing for seniors and a few others. But it's a pity now a few of the girls didn't stick out because they were great footballers, and I suppose they had other priorities then.
It's a crunch age too, isn't it? Like when you're, done minor, it's kind of, I'm sure that's where you see a lot of girls either drifting off or sticking at it.
Yeah, that's it. So, but then there's a good conveyor belt there of like the likes of Una Shanley, Alvin McGowan, all them coming up. So like they really stepped up, and like I associate them with my age now because they're practically the same age as me. So
yeah, I know.
They're just in primary school; they're a year behind. But
it's great to get a group like that, talented group too, coming like that, especially when there's a good volume of them as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and you develop great friendships with them as well. So it makes it easier to go out and train, and you're meeting up for the crack and everything. So
sure, it's all part of it. Yeah. And was there any key figures, say, in your coaching or sporting life, say, coming up through the ranks under 16, under 18? Was there any particular figure that might have been there from the start, still involved? Or
I remember under 13 and 14, Kai Clark, he brought huge success to the club, and I just remember I used to love playing football under him. Like I don't know, I can't really remember training, but I just used to love going training. I don't think I rarely missed training. And then he, I think, got me in with the seniors then, and then that was Enda Williams, who was my first manager at senior level. So I was a bit scared of him at the time.
Different characters, I'm sure.
Yeah, but
what year was that actually? I remember that time Enda was over them. It's a while back now, is it?
Yeah, 2007. He was. Yeah. He's a great manager now, but
that's great. You're looking forward to. That's all any of us want us to look forward to, going training and be happy in a setup, and it's as good as any memory, especially when you can't. As you were saying, you can't remember any reason why. You were just delighted to be going training and delighted to be playing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So
you were young, obviously, coming on to the senior squad, were you?
Yeah, I finished under 14, so I turned 15 that year, and myself and Shani were called up, and I was petrified. It's like you'd be looking up to the likes of Yvonne Barr, Marie Brady, Marina Slowey and all them, and you just think it's mad that you'd be playing with them, because I remember watching them in a league match against actually Clo, and I think they were losing. I think there was a minute to go and something happened. Joan Burke and the goals, and the ambulance called, and they ended up winning it. And I was just amazed by them all. And then walking into the Ralph room for the first meeting of the year, I just thought I wasn't worthy enough to be there with such calibre of players. But no, they were very encouraging and welcoming. They'd always
welcome you in.
Welcome you with open arms. So
they were heated battles back then now, from what I recall.
Oh, they were, God.
Has it eased any? Has it eased any these days?
It has not, no. But you
have to carry on tradition.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Ah, very good, very good. And then, you were very young starting out, but I suppose that's the norm, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is the norm. It was the norm back then. I think nowadays, I don't know, their parents are more wary about letting the girls join at that age. But I suppose maybe they'll stick at it longer. But back then, you just got on with it, and it was a privilege to be asked onto the team. So.
What about the Clonguish squad now at the minute? Would there be what age would the youngest be on the squad now?
I think you can't play 3 grade. You can only play 3 grades. So we have a few young ones that are thereabouts. It could be 14 or 15.
Yeah.
But they're great players. Geez, they run rings around some of us seniors. So there's huge potential there.
Yeah, I was when I was doing a bit of coaching in the schools that time myself. Actually, there was I remember a few girls in the school who were seriously talented. There was a Rachel girl. I'm not sure if she still plays, or is she playing at the minute?
Rachel.
Maybe she never came through. No, can't think of her second name, but she just stood out now. She was a huge talent. And then so look, it's still kind of evident, isn't it? They're still very young starting, and I suppose are they allowed train collectively, but then when it comes to games and stuff, they stick to their code, stick to their age group for the matches, or?
Well, say they were under 16, they'd have to prioritise the under 16 match if they were on the same day. So, and sometimes you'd be like, we need the young ones in, even for when you're going out with you need a big panel. Just for, if anything went wrong. But a lot of them will be starting. There's Camille Burke there, she scored 3 goals there, and we went down to Påidi O Shea tournament.
Yeah,
she scored 3 goals, and the Glennons, God, it could go on. There's so many of them.
I know.
Sutton,
you can't be without any of them.
No, you can't. No, but they're very motivated girls, and I think they will stick at it. So please God, no.
Yeah. Well, it's great. You probably have a nice balance at the minute, because you have yourself there as well, and your age group around you, and then you have the young girls. It's very important.
Yeah, and then you have Eve Darcy and Ashton Green. They'd be a bit younger, so no, it's great. It's great to have the mix of them all.
Any particular player inspire you when you were coming up, or anyone you were aspiring to? Out of the few you mentioned there, and going into that Clonguish dressing room.
Oh yeah, well, the big ones like Yvonne Barden, and I don't know if I was more scared of her though, but she's just very tenacious, and just her whole attitude towards the game, it was all or nothing with her. And I learned a lot from them that first year. Just their commitment and everything was second to none. And but Paul Barden would be big idol in Clonguish, but I think most people would say that. But them girls now I really did look up to, so it just made winning that year even more special to win with them. Yeah,
and it's an important lesson to take from them when you see what it means to some of those girls. That's kind of what you're trying to instill in a squad, isn't it? This, that sort of belief and drive. That's what keeps the thing going.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, because they won. If you miss training now, that'd be unacceptable. And I know you can say it's a bit extreme, but back then it was, you gave it your all, and it just shows you hard work does pay off when you put in the hard work. Yeah.
Would there be a bit more leniency now if somebody was unavailable, or would there be ways around it?
Yeah, no, they'd they probably send up a program for them to do themselves, but like, you know, it's hard to. I suppose some people might find it hard to do it on their own, but
yeah, I think it's the person that misses it that loses out the most. You know, you can, as well. It's a great way of making up the session when you're trusted to go away and do it individually, but it's just a whole collective thing and being a part of what's going on.
That's it, yeah. So I think you push yourself a bit harder when you know someone's beside you there pushing on. So
the competition, yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's it.
So look, you were very young starting as a Clonguish lady. So talk to me about how you were introduced to the county setup.
Yeah, so then 2009, I think it was, that I was asked on to the county. Sure, it was Enda Williams again there who asked me on. So I was delighted. But so I had the experience of playing with a lot of the girls because a lot of them were on the county team from my club. Yeah. So I made it a little bit easier going in, and it was just so professional back then. Like, we were fed after every training session. Dolores Kieran used to have a big spread of salads and the whole lot.
It's a great woman, Dolores.
Yeah, it's great. And even after challenge matches, we'd have hot food and everything. Like, it was just top notch now. And again, the commitment was there. Like, girls were coming down from Dublin and elsewhere, and it was brilliant to be part of it all. And it was so competitive that you felt bad if you actually missed a training session because you knew your position was up for grabs.
All the time, yeah. That's great. Like, and from then until now, I'm sure you've played under a lot of different managers and you've been involved in a lot of different setups. What was it like? You talk about that time when you came in and been treated so well. Has that been consistent right up until now, or has it been sort of up and down?
Well, it's been up and down really, but like, so it's like girls go away and they want to do their own thing, and like there's no blah blah there. Like, obviously they have to live their life as well, but it's some years now that it was hard to build a team, and those years were hard because it was just so draining trying to go out and you're getting hammered by everyone and trying to keep the team like together. And because, you know, once you start getting hammered, people started dropping off even more, and it was difficult at times, but I think they're on the right track now. They've Enda Sheridan there, and he's getting a good bunch of young girls there. Like, he's earning them from, like, there's girls from Grattan's going in, like, from loads of different clubs. I think there's such a variety there, and I think they will actually do very well now next year or two. So
there's unbelievable talent around the county. Like, it's
you need to
go to schools matches to see what's coming. Like, you know, it's
just trying to get them out.
I know, but like fair play, because, you know, you and many others there, you know, keeping the flag flying, like when on the tough days, and as you said, taking the heavy defeats, because, you know, if key players like yourself decide to pack it in, you know, it'd be very, very difficult for the rest. You know, someone has to lead the way, and, you know, sometimes leadership is shown more in tough times than in good times.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but no.
Did you find that? Did you find that taxing at times though? Like, was there ever a point where you felt like you needed out yourself for a while?
Yeah, there was there. What year was it? It was 2018. Yeah, so I was captain that year, and just everything was that year. No one was coming in, and we had a panel of 16 or 17, and it was just everything seemed to go from bad to worse. And after I just said I just wanted a break from it, but then Enda Sheridan came in 2019, and I decided I didn't want to go in. I wanted a break from it, and then he gave me time, and in February came around, girls kept saying, oh, how good it was set up, everything has changed, you know. There's more positivity in the camp and whatever. So I went back in, and, you know, it was one of the best years I've had in the last few years. So I really did enjoy playing for the county, and I'm glad I went back that time. But
good, yeah. Well, obviously that time that was needed badly. And as being captain, did you, looking back, did you maybe put extra pressure on yourself? Like, were you're probably trying your best to try and keep people involved and come to training, but some things are just out of your control.
Yeah, I just felt I was trying to motivate them, but sure, then I'm trying to motivate myself during a match, and just it was very emotional year, to be honest, and I just
take
felt
it out,
I needed a break. Yeah, so
takes a toll on you.
I don't know, it does, yeah. So, but don't get me wrong, like, it was delighted to be asked to be captain, but it's just, I don't know if that role would be for me now, to be honest.
Yeah, well, look, it's any time. It's no matter what stage you're in. It's a learning experience, and like there's no point in not talking about it either, because God knows how many others were experiencing the same, and there's an awful lot to be learned from leading a group as well, and talking, because as you said, you can end up neglecting yourself, because you're trying to control all these things that really a lot of them are out of your control. You can only do so much.
Yeah, true, yeah.
And then it weighs down again, and you kind of turn against the game a bit. But look, that break you took seems invaluable anyway, and changed your experience on it. I'm sure you learned an awful lot from it.
Oh, I did, yeah. I suppose I learned to relax a bit more. Going into other matches, I was like Ailish, my sister, like she always tell me it's just a ball of air. But I was like, yeah, it is only a ball of air, but at the end of the day, so yeah.
So that was actually, you said that was said to my mother years ago at a match. Some lady was standing beside her and said that isn't it amazing the enjoyment to get out of running around after a ball of air.
Yeah, it's so true, but I suppose when you're in height of it, you wouldn't
want to be thinking that way when you're out on the pitch.
No.
No. Such a perspective. Yeah, but when someone's looking at it like that, that's the other half, isn't it? Like it's everything for us. Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Oh, that's a good one, yeah. And we'll look at it. Fair play, like for taking the step away as well. It's a big move, because it can be frowned upon, but you were looking after yourself, and it turned out the best thing for the county, because you came back renewed and refreshed and hungry again, and that's more important.
Yeah, well, now I did feel a bit bad going back in later. I know it was only about 2 months later, but I suppose.
Are you one of these day one players? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe in going back. Yeah,
I know.
Because like it is hard on the other players that are there all the time, and then they feel that they wasted time or whatever. But but I took another year out in 2015 as well. So like, I suppose I had my breaks along the way.
That's okay. I can relate.
Yeah. So, but you need it just to get the hunger back.
Yeah, we see it can be why you would have had long years, like one rolling into the next, and you probably felt you were jumping from one set up into the other, and there's no clear break. That's the one thing about the GAA, which you'd like to see better structured that way, where there's maybe a clear window where there's just nothing, that players get a clean break from it, because it's key for hunger and everything else.
Yeah, and sure, then like the county was starting back earlier nearly every year. It seemed to be in December then, and you barely have any time off. And then if you did well with the club, you barely had any time off, and it just felt you aren't getting a break at all. But
takes its toll, yeah. We see new managers come in and they're different ambitions, and they want to start a bit earlier and try different things. And
yeah, that's it. And sure, they're full of energy and just want to get going. So look, I've learned loads on the way, so I can't regret anything over the years.
Oh, good on you. Thanks for sharing that. So your view on the ladies' game at the minute, I suppose, club and county. Are you happy with where the game is at? Are you happy with the? Are you happy with the current state of ladies' GAA? As in from promotion?
Yeah, well, I think the LGFA are doing brilliant. They're doing a great job promoting it. They're very proactive, and they're giving it great exposure, especially in TG Car, and there's loads of events. But even the Longford Leader, they always have a report on the ladies' county matches. I just think for the ones that don't make it to county level, it'd be nice if they sort of, report on a few club games along the way, just to give them a bit of recognition as well, that they feel that they are being recognised.
That's a great point, yeah.
It was even in the Leitrim Observer, we buy it here because Dad, he's a Leitrim man, so
keep in touch.
And they have every club match nearly of the ladies in the paper, but I know it's hard to get reporters to go out to them, and sure, they're always chopping and changing matches and everything. So
yeah, that's manageable. It's definitely manageable. Yeah. It's a very, very important point, actually. Yeah, do wonders for the game, because it's teams would tune in. Teams would tune in, and they'd like to know they're being reported, and subconsciously it'll bring up the standard of the games as well. Because players would be, they'd be thinking about the performance, and team's performance.
That's it, yeah. I think if young girls can see it, see people on the paper, like some of them mightn't get the opportunity to go to matches. They can be like, well, I can try that, and encourage more young people to get involved in it. So it can only have a positive effect. But
feel
I think
appreciate, feel
that's it. Yeah,
this is worthwhile.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same for anyone. Like you have to show people that it is worthwhile and you are appreciated.
Yeah, but I do think they're trying their best anyways. So
it's
hopefully they can
great strides being made now. In fairness, when I had Sharon Tracy on, we are talking about that. We're just talking about the advertising alone. It's great to see. Like it's great to see the billboards. Great to see the game being pushed forward.
It is brilliant, yeah. So I'd say they'll push on now, and it can only get better and bigger.
Yeah.
So
that was true. You see, I always laugh when you see the girls in the schools now. They have the pink versions of the GAA tops, and the tops are even cooler and slicker. Like but it's amazing little things what it does. Like adds a bit of style. Adds a bit of style as well.
Oh yeah.
So you had an amazing experience down at the Påidi O Shea tournament. Looking forward to hearing all about this. I suppose before we go into it, like how does it come about? How did you end up traveling to this tournament? What was the qualification for it?
Well, Aoife D'Arcy, I think Aoife D'Arcy. So Ballymore ladies did it the year before. So they went down and used it as a bonding trip to start the year. And Aoife D'Arcy, she's good friends with Emer Heaney. So Emer Heaney plays Ballymore. Yeah. So she's got in contact with them, and I think it's quite hard to get a place, but I don't know how she got us in anyways. So we said we'd use it as start of the year, just a bit of getting to know the younger girls and try to get a mix there, and just to have a bit of crack as well at the start of the year. And so we set off on Friday. It was a week, nearly one of the last weekends in February, and we just got a bus down, so it was a very long journey, but sure you'd be having a few bottles on the way down. So so it was good crack, and then
could everybody go? Sorry, Mairead, like was there a restriction on the number you could bring, or
no, you could bring the whole team. At least I had to have 15 anyways to play the game, so it wasn't like 7-a-side, it was the full pitch. So a lot of the young ones, now we had to get permission obviously for the young ones to come, but a lot of the parents came up as well, so it's great to have that support up there. But so we played, I think Thomas Davis of Dublin in the first game, and sure we went out, like we only went down there for the crack, but I don't know, we've got to play football. It was just, there was no pressure on us. We had Tony Devlin was in managing us this year, and he was, he's calm, but you'd listen to him, like very motivational. And we just went out and we played and we won that one, and so we were delighted with ourselves. And then we had another game later on that evening, so we went home and we went to the houses, and Anne Waters and Kathleen Darcy had curries and soup ready for us all. So we got to relax for a while then. And then we were playing a cabin team, Drumlane, so we bet them well, but didn't feel like we were beating them well in the game. I don't know, I think we're all tired, but we came out and we didn't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing, because there was a big players banquet that night, and
just on the Saturday, was it?
The Saturday night, okay. So we're like, oh God, we've played Ballyboe and St. Enda's now tomorrow, and sure, we're all down at that. But sure, we said, look, we came down here just to
have a little fun,
get the group together, and it gave a lot of the young ones a lot of like to get playing that they mightn't actually have got playing beforehand, and it was just great crack. And then we just went out against Ballybowden, and I remember in the warm up, like we were taking it easy because just to conserve the energy, and they were flat out at the end of the pitch, and I was like, oh God, they're going to hammer today like that. But we were 10 points down that match at one stage in the first half, but I always felt like we were better than them. I don't know. I just felt that we just weren't clicking, and then thankfully in the second half we started to get into the game more and came out on top.
So they were saying goals change matches, and they certainly did that.
Camille Burke down hat-trick of goals, and sure, it's a great one for getting the goals.
And
But
the night before, like, did you kind of make a conscious effort maybe just to not stay out too late, or did you just enjoy the moment for what it was, or were you conscious of the next day?
I don't know. I think you always have it at the back of your mind, but we try
Different.
to, yeah, enjoy the experience. I think when they came back from Bantry, then they went out in Dingle then after a few of them. But yeah, we just get the Dior lights, as Mary Keller would say. Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah.
Dior.
So yeah.
Yeah, because it's a great event. Like, there's teams from all over, isn't there? United Arabs, Scotland, England, different teams come from all over, don't they?
Yeah, there's yeah, from I think there were 16 teams in all together between maybe that's just the ladies, I'm not sure, but there's senior, intermediate and junior on both sides, and yeah, they came from all over. It's such a great event that he set up, and it
Brilliant.
seems to attract lots every year, so I highly recommend any club team to go and sign up
And
for it
like,
if they can.
you were very lucky with the timing of everything as well, that you had such an experience, because I know there's two sides. So you built great momentum and built a great bond, and you're probably looking forward to the season ahead. But count yourselves very lucky that you got to experience that at the start of the year.
Yeah, because I think a lot of teams mightn't bring their county players, but we're just lucky that some players were coming back from injury that were playing county, so they weren't fully back at the county level. So this was a great time for them to get a bit of training, well, not training, but like a bit of match game into
which
them.
can't beat.
So, but I don't know if some of the county were happy with that, because I think there was a county match that weekend, but look at if there's no club, there's no county. So
exactly, I'm sure it doesn't happen too often now, in fairness.
No, that's it. So,
and then to cap it off yourself personally, like the honour, the accolade of player of the tournament as well, was some achievement.
Yeah, I was quite shocked now with that, to be honest.
Yeah, ever humble.
No, but for that in the first I think 5 minutes of that game, the first ball that was sent in, I think got blocked down. I just had to tell myself to cop on, like this game is going to fly by, or if I don't get going. So thankfully, I just.
It's a great skill to have. Good self-talk. It's very determined.
Well, it doesn't always work.
I know, but saying it and trying it is half the battle. And a fair play to you. It's a brilliant achievement. You're very proud of it.
Yeah, no, it's nice now.
As a primary school teacher, Mairead, and I suppose coaching in your school as well, what do you see as the challenges and rewards? I suppose we'll talk about the challenges maybe first.
I suppose like there's so many sports now that the children can like look into. Like in our school, like there's basketball, even karate, there's soccer, and it's just hard to get them to focus on one, especially football. When see our school, there's a lot of different nationalities, and I suppose they're not used to playing football. So it's, like I'm just there to try and teaching the basics and try to get them to enjoy it. And sure, if they do fall in love with the sport, all the better. But it's up to them at the end of the day if they want to keep at it. And I don't think they should be pressurised to stick at something they don't want. But like we go out there and we just. The girls love it. Like it's lovely to see like that they don't take it too seriously either. Yeah. Not yet, anyway. So just trying. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So.
I suppose that brings it into the rewards, really, doesn't it? That I suppose all you could ask for is that they're happy and enjoying it.
Yeah, that's it. But it's just hard then when matches are after school and your parents are working. It's hard to if they can't pick up the children, then the children can't go to the matches, and it's just
you can only do so much. Like if that support isn't there, like we've all experienced that. We've all been lucky. We've been brought here and there, and only for us.
Yeah, there's so much going on now these days. I think it's just a little bit harder.
As you're saying, there's so much available in schools too, like so extracurricular things. And you mentioned karate, sure, it's one of many other things. Hip hop dancing I've seen before in a school.
Oh yeah, that's another one, yeah.
That's another one, yeah.
God, yeah, so much, but yeah.
It's good in one way, I know.
It is, yeah, but just like I try to encourage them to join the local football team, and it's just like, yeah, and sure, you'd ask them a week later, and no, just they're very relaxed, I suppose. They just do what they want, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully down the line they might get into it. But
You know, some kids wouldn't even know what the local club is, let alone
yeah, I
join them.
suppose.
You know, it's
Yeah.
amazing how things are changing.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. What do you consider your greatest achievement to date in your sporting career?
I suppose the main one will be just winning the championship. The first year I went in, just I learned so much that year. It was a very hard year in ways. Like, it's such a transition from going from playing short, like I was playing under 14, but like I did play minor, which is big pitch, but you're consistently playing the big pitch, and just the fitness level that was expected. And it was just very, I don't know, I just learned so much from it, like in ways, but it was so enjoyable. Like at the end of it all, just I know we bet low by a point that year, and it was just, I think when you just beat them by a point or two, it's more, I don't know, you appreciate it more than if you bet a team by a lot more. So
Don't
yeah,
be
I
rubbing it in
really.
too much now.
Hmm? Sorry?
Don't be rubbing it in too much now.
Oh no, sure, got
I
plenty of
know.
beatings by them.
I'm only messing. No, I get that completely. Yeah, it's the hard-earned wins are the most memorable.
Yeah, so, and then I was playing with all the girls I looked up to, so just there's a real unity in that team, and you could trust them all, and yeah, no,
So
that one
you've
was really
probably
good.
experienced a lot of transitions yourself as a player. You know, coming on, you were part of one, and you know you've been in different setups. You've seen a lot of players coming on board, and a lot of players going too.
Yeah, and then like sort of now, I think I'm ticking on now, and I'm one of the older ones, and you see the young ones coming up, and oh, it's great. Like they have no fear or anything. It's just great to see, and you know, it's just trying to motivate them to, even though they don't really need much motivation, but just to keep at it. And
Yeah, would you find yourself passing to advice, encouragement on some experience? Do you look out? Would you be consciously looking out for them?
yeah, I would. Yeah, like I'd try to encourage them whenever I could. Like even like silly things, trying to, if they're say runs, like I wouldn't be the greatest now at running, and a lot of people say that, but I just say, like, just if I could just give them that extra push, like just keep going, like it'd be all worth it. Then when it comes to a match, you won't be finding it as hard. So
Fair play. It's very important. It's very important to look out for them when they're young, because you know you have that experience. You know what it was like, and you were looking up to the players ahead of you, and I'm sure you appreciated whenever any of them took time out to talk to you and
yeah, no, they get
discuss.
very little out of me. Back then, Jesus, I'd say it's like pulling teeth.
I'd say
Yeah.
you were soaking it all in. I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, I was, yeah.
You
Very
know,
quiet back then, yeah.
it's a big step, yeah. But look, it truly that's the great thing about sport as well. I'm sure you found that. Like, did you find a lot of personal development?
Yeah, no, even in my own confidence, I would, because starting off, I wouldn't really, I felt I had to prove myself in every single game. I suppose it worked in my favour in ways, but I'm more, I'd like to think I'm a bit more laid back now,
Yeah.
even though probably other players mightn't say I am, but yeah, no, I just,
No, you know
even,
best.
yeah, well, when I started off, like I only had one thing to do, was just try and get the ball for anyone else. Like I
Yeah.
was marking, and like I tried to develop as I got older, like I obviously had to step up a bit more, and so I learned to just start attacking with the ball and things like that. But yeah, no, I learned a lot now over the years. So
Yeah, it's great because you know even the experience you touched on before about when you're captain of the ladies that time, Longford ladies. You know, when you might see a girl in a similar situation and you'd be able to share your experience with them. You know, so it doesn't happen again. Kind of, you know, just that taking on too much and
yeah, just try to.
brilliant. Fair
Yeah, I
play.
suppose, yeah.
Fair play. You're on the spots. Okay, who do you consider are your greatest rivals currently in Longford?
Oh gosh, like there's so many. It's so, gosh, Carrigamond, I'd say.
Again, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know.
It's in a great place at the moment, the Longford Championship, isn't it?
It is, yeah. God, it's fairly
Very
even.
competitive, yeah.
But I'd say now Grattans or Slashers give you a run for your money, but yeah, I'd stick with Carrigammon.
The Med
I
Series
used to, yeah. But then getting close, well, there's so many. We couldn't write anyone off.
Could you rephrase it? What team do you lead the least motivation for?
None of them.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
So we leave it at Carrigammon, so.
Yeah, Carrigammon, yeah.
Okay, very good. Your second one. Who was the biggest diva in the Clonguish ladies' dressing room?
Aoife Darcy, I'd say.
You're not going to get in trouble for that, are you?
Yeah. No, she's not. I don't know, yeah. Herself and Ash and Green, I said 2 divas.
Every dressing room needs one.
Yeah, but I know, they're great crack.
I know, good on you now for being you can sit under the fence if you wanted, fair play. Mairead, thanks very much, that was great. Brilliant, great story and great insight and great advice and knowledge, so I really appreciate you taking time out and coming on and sharing your view on things, and I'd like to wish you the very best now for the year ahead. I don't know what it's going to bring, but for however long you decide to carry on, I just think you should keep going. I wish you all the best and every success.
Yeah, no, thanks, Megan, Sean.
Not at all, Mairead. Take care.
Thanks. Yeah.
All the best. Good luck. Bye.
Thanks.